All right, Uros, we got your first UFC fight week. You're sitting at the Fighter Hotel. Has it sunk in yet? Does it feel real?
Yeah, feels totally real. Feels normal to me. I don't feel, like this is something wild. It's about similar like the last time. I'm going through the whole process a lot smoother. Things are not very new to me. So yeah, I'm enjoying. Um, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Thank you for having me here.
Yeah, of course, man. I got to have you on, especially after that great performance you had on the Contender Series. It's been quite a few months since we've seen you fight, and we talked to you on fight night. But looking back on it, I mean, did it just break down that performance for me? Did you have any further thoughts on it now that a few months have passed and your UFC debut's upon you?
Well, I mean, it's definitely been crazy, but it kind of settled in, and I feel good about it. I feel comfortable with it. It's I worked hard for it, and I made it happen. So now I'm ready to keep moving forward. I had some ups and downs through these few months, but we got over all of that, and we're here. We're ready to make it happen, and hopefully in future I'll be on here a lot more often.
Yeah, for sure, man. And I don't want to make a bad pun here, but you did kick off that season with quite a bang, and you had a great interview afterwards. You were fired up. You kind of said, "Hey, I'm ready to turn around quick. I'm ready if Dana needs me." But then it's been a few months since we've seen you. So I guess why not the quick turnaround? Were you just kind of healing up? Was it opportunities that didn't come up? Why has it been so long since we've seen you?
Yeah, it's actually there's been a whole lot that happened. I had a camp move down to California. I'm still with some of my coaches from Alaska, but there's been a change of moving through the states, and then I had a couple of injuries that I needed to take care of, and then in general, it's just the timing is like I would have to move, then I was like, all right, I'm getting ready to fight, and then I injure myself, then take a month off here and there, and because of the injuries, and there's been good opportunities. It's just that unfortunately I couldn't make it, and because of the injuries and everything that's been happening. I had some immigration stuff that I had to handle. So then I had to fly back to Alaska from California, talk to my attorney and do stuff there, fill out some paperwork. So yeah, there's been a whole lot that happened, and kind of a bad timing, but it's all good now. It's all behind me, and I'm ready to fight. So
yeah, absolutely. And you talk about the move down from Alaska to California. I saw a picture of you at Kings. I saw one of you at Gracie Baja. So where are you doing your camp now? Are you kind of moving around to different gyms, or do you have one that you're centrally located at?
So I'm with Kings MMA right now, and they've been amazing. I've been training a lot with Marvin Vittori and Benny Dariush, Giga Chikadze, Kelvin Gastelum, and all the other guys at Kings. And Master Cordero is definitely taking my game to another level. I've been working with Dr. Mateo. He's here with me in the fight week, and everything has been going very well. I'm very excited to be showcasing what have changed in these past few months, and very thankful for UFC being understanding and patient with me to move my stuff and get ready for a fight and all that. So I'll definitely have to make it up for all of that.
No doubt, man. And why Kings? I mean, did you have a connection there? Obviously, they're a great gym. They're pretty renowned, so it's definitely a good choice. But why did you choose them with all the gyms that are in the States and in the world?
Well, as I said, I work with Dr. Mateo. He's my nutritionist, and I really like the way Kings has been around for a long time, and have Master Cordero have made a lot of champions. I really like the just their work ethic. And I know there's a lot of good gyms. I don't really think you can go wrong as far as going to one of those bigger gyms like Kings, or even bigger than Kings. But I just it just felt right. I just followed my gut, and for all the reasons, being in California, I've never got to live in mainland of United States. I spent most of the time in Alaska. So just going to visit there and training for a couple weeks, I realized like, okay, this is where I feel right. I also went to Miami to see, my manager, see some gyms there and whatnot. But I definitely felt comfortable and it felt right being in Kings MMA.
Yeah, and I'm sure you're evolving, so this might not be a totally fair question, but the last fight when we saw you, do you feel like that's a pretty accurate representation of your game, or do you feel like with how quick it was, there's still, so much more that we haven't seen yet? I've seen some, podcasts breaking down the fight for this weekend. They say, oh, wait till somebody tries to shoot up for him, on a takedown for him, against him, like all this stuff that we didn't get to see in that last fight. So do you feel like you have a lot of tools in the toolbox people haven't seen?
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, I only went to the second round once, so there's a lot. Depending on the fighter I fight, my game levels are different, so this is something you guys will be able to see. As somebody brings more heat, I return with a lot more heat as well. So depending on, what my opponent brings to the table, I have answers, and I think a lot of the people will be surprised.
Aalon Cruz, what do you think of him as an opponent? Do you like this matchup?
I like the matchup. I like any matchup. I mean, we're here to fight. This is our job. I think it's going to be a fun fight. I haven't been thinking too much about it, living in the moment and training and getting ready. When the time comes, I think the thinking is going to be done in the cage and those split seconds, when you react is where all the thinking is done. We've of course done some homework, but all of that is going to wait for the fight night.
Last question, man. Let's leave it off on this. This is kind of your, it's your inaugural UFC performance. It's your debut, but it's also the first year you've been able to fight really on a main stage. So what do you think 2021 is going to hold for you? Do you have any goals, any things that you're setting out to accomplish this year?
My main goal is I'd like to fight more often, and then I'd like to see my family. And that's kind of all I've been focusing on right now. Just, being a full-time athlete, and then eventually going to see my family in my home country. And I'll be happy, I don't need a whole lot. I don't ask for a lot. So as long as I get to train hard and fight often, I will be very happy.
Awesome, Uros. Well, I appreciate the time, man, and good luck in the debut. Exciting times.
Hey, thank you so much. We'll see you soon.